You know, we talk a lot about physical abuse, and rightfully so, but there's another kind of abuse that can be just as damaging, just as insidious, and that's emotional abuse. It's a pattern of behavior where someone tries to control you, diminish you, or isolate you using emotions and words as their weapons. And the thing is, it can be subtle. It can creep in slowly, disguised as care or concern, before you even realize what's happening. You might start to question yourself, your feelings, even your sanity. You might feel small, unworthy, or constantly on edge. And that's why it's so important for us to talk about it, to shine a light on the signs, because recognizing emotional abuse is the first step towards breaking free. Over the next few minutes, we're going to delve into 10 signs of emotional abuse. If any of these resonate with you, please know you're not alone, and there is help available. Chapter 1. Constant criticism. Now, everyone gets criticized sometimes, right? But in a loving, healthy relationship, that criticism is constructive. It comes from a place of love and a desire to help you grow. But with emotional abuse, the criticism is constant. It's like a dripping faucet, wearing you down, chipping away at your self-esteem. Every little thing you do is wrong. You're never good enough. You begin to doubt yourself, your abilities, even your worth. You start to walk on eggshells, terrified of saying or doing the wrong thing. And that's no way to live, my friend. Chapter 2. Isolation. This is a big one. Abusers thrive on control. They want to isolate you from your support network, from the people who love you and want the best for you. It starts slowly. Maybe they make snide comments about your friends or family, or they make you feel guilty for spending time with anyone but them. Before you know it, you're cut off from the people who care about you most. You're alone, isolated, and completely dependent on the abuser. Chapter 3. Controlling behavior. Control. It's all about power and dominance. An emotionally abusive partner will try to control every aspect of your life, from where you go to who you see, what you wear, even how you spend your money. They might demand to know your every move, check your phone, or dictate who you can be friends with. They want to control your every decision, to make you feel like you have no voice, no say in your own life. Chapter 4. Emotional manipulation. This is one of the most insidious forms of emotional abuse because it can be so hard to recognize. It's like a slow poison, twisting your reality, making you doubt your own thoughts and feelings. They might play the victim, making you feel guilty for their behavior. They might use gaslighting, denying your reality, or making you question your own sanity. You start to feel confused, disoriented, like you're walking through a fog, and that's exactly what they want. Chapter 5. Guilt tripping. Guilt is a powerful weapon, and emotional abusers know how to wield it. They'll use it to get their way, to make you feel responsible for their happiness, for their behavior, for everything. If you don't do what they want, they make you feel like you're a bad person. You're selfish, you don't care, you're hurting them. It's a constant barrage of guilt, wearing you down, making you feel obligated to give in to their demands. Chapter 6. Belittling and humiliation. Words have power. They can uplift and inspire, but they can also tear down and destroy. An emotionally abusive partner will use words as weapons, belittling you, humiliating you, chipping away at your self-worth. They might make fun of you in public, put you down in front of others, or constantly criticize your appearance, your intelligence, your dreams. It's a way of keeping you small, of making you doubt your own value. Chapter 7. Passive-aggressive behavior. This one can be tricky because it's often disguised. Instead of expressing their anger or frustration directly, they'll use subtle digs, backhanded compliments, or the silent treatment to make you feel bad. They might say they're fine, but their tone and body language scream otherwise. It's a way of communicating their displeasure without actually having to take responsibility for their feelings. Chapter 8. Threats and intimidation. This can range from verbal threats to physical intimidation. They might threaten to hurt you, your loved ones, or even themselves. They might punch walls, throw things, or use their physical presence to intimidate you. It's about instilling fear, making you feel unsafe, trapped in the relationship. Chapter 9. Monitoring and Jealousy. A little jealousy is natural in any relationship, but in an abusive relationship it becomes extreme, suffocating. They might constantly check your phone, monitor your social media, or accuse you of cheating without any reason. They might try to isolate you from your friends and family, wanting to be the only person in your life. This kind of jealousy is rooted in insecurity and control, and it can be incredibly damaging to your sense of self. Chapter 10. Emotional Neglect. We often think of abuse as something active, something that's done to us. But emotional neglect, a lack of love, support, and attention, can be just as damaging. It's a form of silent abuse, a slow withdrawal that leaves you feeling empty, unseen, and utterly alone. They might dismiss your feelings, ignore your needs, or withhold affection as a way to punish you. I know this is a lot to take in, but please hear me when I say, you are not alone. If you recognize yourself or someone you love in any of these signs, please reach out for help. Talk to a trusted friend, a family member, a therapist. There are resources available, hotlines you can call, websites you can visit. Remember, emotional abuse is never your fault. You deserve to be in a relationship where you feel loved, respected, and valued. You deserve to be with someone who lifts you up, not tears you down. Don't let anyone dim your light. You are strong, you are worthy, and you deserve a love that sets your soul on fire.